what up? It's yeah, boy. Darkness. Dark. Sorry. I want to talk. I know it's dark. I'm sorry. You can just listen to this and not, you know, not look at it. And then you won't have to worry about the darkness. I want to talk about a black church that is not even half a block from where I live, from my abode, which you can see in the background. I have terrible posture. This black church, every Thursday, which is today, has food to give the population. The population of people upon which I'm a part in my neighborhood. Predominantly a black population, but I assume that they would also allow a white man such as myself to receive food should I need it. By the way, I got my job back. Maybe I'll put that into this video as well. Yeah, I got my job back, and the problem with that is that I don't want to do my job, and I feel like my general feelings towards my job means that I will lose it in short order. But I don't know. I'm surprised that I lasted the 10 months that I even lasted, because so many things happened, and I was so unmotivated, and I had such road rage, and there were so many moments where I could have just lost it, and I didn't. I even didn't report an accident that would have certainly gotten me fired. It was very small, but it would have gotten me fired if I had reported it. I thought, don't report it, because keep your job. And that is the day that I became a liar. Anyway, there's a black church not half a block from where I live, and I can go there today and say, hey, I would like to have some food. You see, I am between jobs now, and it is true that there was a period of time where I was between jobs, and it was kind of hard to to figure out how I was going to get my next paycheck, or where I was going to get money to buy food to eat. And it's no one else's fault. I put myself in this situation. I could have looked for work. I could have even done day labor until I found a regular job. I just didn't want to do that. So I totally put myself in this situation, which makes me ask the question, why would I do that to myself? And then I conclude that it is because I don't want to take care of myself. If you look at my apartment, I live a minimalist lifestyle. Look at the minimalism. Look at the minimalism upon which I live. That's the closet. That is the kitchen. I'm sorry, kitchen? This is a bathroom. Theo, that is excuse me, Theo. Bathroom, closet, nothing there. Door, nothing there. Fan, bed, place where I eat. That's food. On my bed, Theo, what is food doing on your bed, Theo? Good question. Actually, I like to eat on my bed while lying down. Theo, that's not good for you. Theo, there might be something wrong. Yes, I know that. I realize that. And guess what? I don't want to change. I don't want to change. I want to remain. Anyway, about the minimalism. Like minimalism, I was looking into minimalism, and I like minimalism, and I was watching this one Japanese minimalist talk about his minimalism, and the interviewer asked him, why do you think people get into minimalism? He laughed and responded, honestly, it's because people don't want to take care of their stuff. That is a knee slapper. I just slapped my knee. Well, really my thigh, but it was definitely a thigh slapper. I was so shocked by that. And good golly, bo howdy, Is that true? That is very true. So, along the same lines as not wanting to take care of myself, not having a job, not having money, I don't want to take care of things because it scares me. This primal fear emerges inside of me. That's probably from my childhood when I think about having a piece of furniture and then having to dust that piece of furniture regularly. And maybe I have to move it every now and again to vacuum underneath. Not that it necessarily needs that, but it's just a good idea. And how much I need to do that and how much I want to take care of that freaks me out. It freaks me out. So I avoid it. If you want to know the best way to deal with your problems, avoid them. That's my advice. That's another issue, another tangent. See, you go on so many gosh darn tangents, and I find it very hard to listen to your videos. Too bad, man. Look away. It's cool. That's cool. Another tangent. I realize that I can't even properly advise people if I don't actually live that way, because that is what is called hypocrisy. Something that I often rail against. I can't even rail against it anymore because I've discovered I'm actually a hypocrite. I'm hippo and a hypocrite. Anyway, that's a big thing for me. That's a big realization. I don't know how to go about saying, hey, don't rape that person. Don't abort babies. When sometimes, not that I don't want to rape anybody, but sometimes I think about, sometimes in my fantasies, I don't have rape fantasies. I don't have rape fantasies. Some people probably think, you're a white man in your early 30s, you're single, you're weird. Surely you have rape fantasies, you freaking pervert. Nope. And you can choose to believe me or not. But I do watch porn. And porn is young women, getting penetrated without condoms, usually. In fact, I don't like to watch the porn in which there are condoms. Perhaps they're on some kind of birth control. Perhaps not. Perhaps they actually get pregnant. Perhaps something goes wrong. And what happens when a young, confused woman who's not attached gets pregnant? Often, abortion happens. And so, in a roundabout way, I am supporting abortion. Theo, you think too much. Don't do this to yourself. You're not supporting abortion. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm ramrodding supporting abortion, but in some ways, I kind of do. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I do kind of beat myself up. In fact, I'm prepared to admit that. Anyway, there's a church, a black church, half a block from my street, and this is what I wanted to talk about. They give food out, and I already have it in my head what I'm going to say. They're going to look at me, and they're going to say, they're going to say, or they're going to speak with their eyes. They're going to do one of these. They're going to do one of those. See, why do you even expect things? Sometimes people are in hard times, and other people have compassion for those people. Well, as I've already said, it's not so much that I'm in hard times. I mean, I don't know really how to help myself, per se. Or maybe it's just that I don't want to know because I don't want to take care of myself. Because these fears that I have associated with my upbringing and being mothered are too deep. And even that is a cop-out, because I'm saying they're too difficult. I can't feel them. I don't want to. It's impossible. I can't do it. I can't do it, gosh darn it. So I'm actively, forcefully, determinedly avoiding my fears, avoiding my problems. But the thing is that I have it in my mind that when they look at me askance, questioningly, quizzically, they say, because I've had this happen before. What are you doing here? As a white person. Now, they might not say white person. I'd almost appreciate it if they did. If they kept it inside and just had the look, the look, if they just had the look, you know, I'd almost want them to back up that look with, you know, just speaking honestly about how they feel about me coming to get food at that time. And you know what I would say? Whether they said it or whether they just had the look, and this might not even happen, but if it did happen, I would say, what, you think a white person can't be poor? That's what I'd give him. That's what I'd throw at him. You know? Yeah. Maybe that's racist. Maybe that's racist. I'd throw it at them. I'd throw it right at their face. I'd say it and I'd conjure it up and I'd throw it at them. That's what I would do. And you know what would that get me? Maybe I'd win. Maybe they would give me the food without any other argument. And honestly, why do I even want the food? I'm stocked. I get paid in one day, and I have a whole bunch of frozen vegetables. These bags are full of frozen vegetables. Even more over here. And I have a whole bunch of rice and beans. But I get paid tomorrow. So that means I can go get, $50 of food for the next 2 weeks. I'm good. Why do I want to go get some food when I'm good? I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. It is because I want the fucking candy, man. I need that fucking candy. I need those Danishes, man. I need those sweet bready substances. Sometimes they have like a lava cake. Sometimes they have one of those, big donut-looking cakes, like with a little hole in the middle, like an angel food cake or something. I just need it. I'm trying. I know it looks pretty disgusting, but that's like the feeling. I'm trying to evoke the feeling that I have when I look for this sugar. When I look for the sugar, I need that sugar. I need it. Yeah, I need it. No, that's pretty disgusting. Sometimes I morph into this character where I'm like he's in total denial, and he has to repeat to himself that I'll just try and do the character. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Yeah. Like he's just repeating falsehoods to himself continuously, so that he can try to believe that he's okay. Anyway, so the point that I want to make here, as I'm about to lose storage space on my phone, is that I want to go there, and I don't know if I'm going to go there after all. I've gone back and forth, okay? But I'm going there already with my gun loaded, man. My gun is loaded. Theo, you're going to blow up a black church? You're going to... Like all those people, like all the crazy white... No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about my words, my vocabulary. My verbal attack is prepared. That verbal attack is the aforementioned. What, you think white people can't be poor? Is that what you think? That is my verbal defensive attacking. It's attack. There's no defense is an attack. It's not an attack. All defense is an attack. Theo, you're crazy. That's another subject. I'm not going to go down that tangent. What I'm saying is that I have it locked and loaded, bro. I am locked and loaded, ready to go. Someone outside my door was like, holy shit, that white guy in there is crazy. I am locked and loaded, ready to go with my verbal attack. Should they volley at me? Now, they might not. But the point is that this is what we do. And even if when I had that thought, I'm like, immediately in my mind, I'm like, Theo, that's so manipulative. That's so abusive. That's so wrong. If they don't want to give you food, don't get food from it. Don't try to manipulate them to get food. And then I think, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's the right thing. I'm not even. You know what? If they bring it up, I'm not even going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to volley. I'm not going to throw my verbal attack at them. I'll just not take the food. They don't want to give me food. I won't give them. I won't take food. They want to maybe put me down. I won't take their food. It's cool. And so many times when I have that little mental dialogue where I say to myself, no, I'm not going to do the bad thing. No, I'm not going to take the coward's way out. I'm going to do the right thing. When it comes down to the moment, the fact is that my desire is to attack. And more often than not, I do attack. I do that thing that I even, in my mind, said that I wouldn't. So I hope that's a lesson to some people. Watch yourself.